Please don't make me wet. Through the gate. I'm just with the crew. We ain't out here looking for boo. Cause tonight's be better when you. It's a hold me kind of mood. All 100. No drama, no baby, mama's keeping it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Alright, let me stop. Before I start busting it down in this uniform. I can't do that. Can't do that now. Alright, what's up, y'all? It's so funny because usually everyone else, when they go online, they're like, I'm just gonna wait for a couple more people to come in here. You know, I'm gonna wait for people, gonna give them a chance to come in here. But that's funny because nobody's coming. Anyways, so I don't have to wait because, yeah. Anyways, going live right now. I just got off of work, so I'm in my uniform. But okay, there you go. What was I saying? Why can't I ever think? I just have to go live right now because this is a pretty good time for like all the time zones. Even though I definitely had more people in here when I was like, it was like 12 a.m. for y'all, or maybe like 10, depending on where you're at. And more people was in there than right now. Anyways, so yeah, I just got off of work. I look crusty like always. Anyways, so I'm gonna try to do like a redo of yesterday since yesterday the video deleted, or I don't know. I guess I forgot. I don't know what I did wrong. I think I know what I did wrong, but I don't know for sure. This is my first time going live and stuff. But yeah, so, but it's definitely more organized than yesterday. Let me get my thing. I had wrote a couple things down. Sorry, it's going to get dark. I had wrote a couple things down to make it more structured that I wanted to talk to y'all about. Because some of this I talked about yesterday because some people were asking questions. But obviously the video is gone and not on my channel anymore, so I'm going to re-answer them. Anyways, how are you doing? It's only one person. How are you doing? I was gonna say how you guys are doing, but it doesn't matter because it's just one person. Anyways, I'm gonna just get started. Okay. So let's see what I have here. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with BMT tips. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I want to sit because I'm definitely on the floor right now. Anyways, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna just start with some BMT tips that I talked about yesterday and plus some more that I thought of. So, and what I said yesterday was basically that I really couldn't think of any tips yesterday because honestly, like if you even go like unprepared, like I really feel like anybody can do it. Like it's not impossible. And it's annoying. I cover myself like anytime that I'm like, damn, like I don't know if I can do this. Like I just think about how many people have done it before me. Like so many people have done it before you. So like obviously it's not impossible. Obviously it's doable. That's how I cover myself with a lot of things. But I did think of some more tips that I think will be helpful. Before going into BMT, a lot of the things I came up with are they're tips to kind of like prepare yourself for BMT. They're not really like things that you can do while you're in BMT because it's just like, I mean, you're already there. It's a controlled environment, and I mean, they just tell you to do everything themselves. Anyways. Okay, so for PT, I was saying not to BS PT. I went into BMT running like almost a 16-minute mile and a half. Horrible. And like a mile and a half should be like, I ended at a 10:48, which is, I think that's pretty good. I mean, I've never run anything more than one lap around the track. But yeah, so I ended at a 10:48. But you cannot BS PT. This is what I told somebody else in one of the comments. And it's really easy. Take advantage that you'll probably be the healthiest you'll ever be at BMT because it's such a controlled environment. Sorry, I had to pop my hip. Anyways, it's such a controlled environment. What I mean by that is basically they make you get X amount of hours of sleep. They make you eat. You eat 3 meals a day, so you have energy. What else? Hydration schedule. It's obviously they aren't gonna like count how many water bottles each person. There's no way for them to keep track of that. So there's definitely people that don't follow the hydration schedule. It's easy to not just not do it. But my tip is to actually try to follow the hydration schedule, especially because it's really important, especially if you're going in the summer months. They have everything in the military that happens for a reason, or every rule, regulation, everything is for a reason, because something has happened before where it caused a problem. So like people have died from not drinking enough water or drinking too much water. The hydration schedule of BMT is 3/4 to 1 water bottle per hour, not to exceed 2 water bottles per hour or 16 water bottles per day, which I don't think nobody, it's a lot. Like you'll realize when you get there, it's a lot. Like you literally have to pee every 30 minutes. It's the most annoying thing ever. But literally hydrating, I think that really made me like I was amazing. Like, yeah, I've never felt like that before. And I did track and I only did sprint, so I was never a distance runner, and I just never felt like that before. So I really think it was me drinking water, because I never drank water before. Like not like acted like I'm a water drinker. Like now I am. But yeah, like I never stayed hydrated or cared about like drinking water throughout the day. In high school, I didn't eat well. I barely ate. It was probably like I ate lunch and like cookies for the rest of the day, or like sometimes I'll only eat lunch, and that would just be what I run out of or run off of. That's what I would run off of. So definitely take advantage of the environment, because you're in a controlled environment and you're basically forced to just be healthy. So what I used to do at BMT is, so they start you off, and you can start doing this now if you're trying to go to BMT and you have some time. So basically they start you off with a 26-minute run, and you do 3 minutes jogging, 3 minutes walking, on and off until you hit 26 minutes. So what I would try to do is you run in like a little circle lap on the concrete slab. And what I would try to do is keep a good pace when I'm jogging. I would jog. I mean, you're jogging the entire 3 minutes. Well, some people will walk. Don't stop. That's tip number 1. Don't stop. Just keep running. It's only 3 minutes. It's easy. Like you will get better. You'll see. Anyways, during the 3-minute jog time, I would pick up my pace to like I say it would be like 70%. So like not really a sprint, but it was like a pretty decent pace jog. Whenever I would go on the short curves of the concrete slab, I would pick up my pace to like a pretty decent jog. And then when I would go on the straightaway, so like the longer pieces of the circle, I would still be jogging, but I would slow my pace down. And that's just how I kind of like challenged myself to make sure I was running the entire time, and then just make sure that I'm not wasting my time out there. 26 minutes, it's a lot. It sounds like a lot. Yesterday, I literally just ran 32 minutes straight. Like, that's the first time I did that ever. So you'll really get used to it. And then obviously runner's high, that helps out a lot. Like after a while, it's just kind of like a rhythm. But anyways, interval running, even if you don't do like that specific thing, like try to do interval running. Even if you like look on your watch, make sure you get a watch. Even if you get like a stopwatch and you look at your time, maybe you want to do like 30-minute sprints, 1 minute off, and then like the next 30 minutes or the last 30 minutes of the 3-minute jog. Is that 3 minutes? Wait. It doesn't add up to 3 minutes, but y'all know what I mean. Anyways, it's just called interval running. Just fluctuating your heartbeat. That makes the workout 10 times harder. But it's 10 times more effective also. So if you want to start off by doing that, if you're not a BMT yet, you can do that, because they'll have you do that. They have you do that for a week. And then after that, they transition you into just a 26-minute nonstop run. And it seems kind of weird that they only give you a week, and that's only every other day, because every other day is strength days. So they only give you maybe like 3 or 4 runs, where it's 3 minute on, 3 minute off, and then right after that you just go straight into the 26-minute nonstop run. So if you want to start practicing that before BMT, you can. just make sure you're challenging yourself. Your body only takes like, I think like a week or like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks to get used to a workout. And once your body gets too used to it, it's not really effective anymore. So make sure you don't stay like push yourself. Don't just be comfortable doing the same things over and over. Like it's not gonna help you. What do I have next? Anyways, oh, and then also for females, because obviously there's more guys. So they do like belts, and you have like each lane for however fast you run when you do your first initial PT test, and then once you do the next PT test, I think you have 2 like PC PT tests, and then the last one, the third one is the final one. But anyways, depending on how fast you run, you'll be in certain lanes, and usually they do. It's called an Indian run, but you're not supposed to call it that. We call it next airman up. So you'll see like the blue ropes, not the blue ropes. Why did I say blue rope? The blue belts, that's the fastest time. When you're in the blue lane, those are the fastest people. That's like the highest you can get. They usually do next airman up runs. And I highly encourage everyone to join, like, especially the 26-minute run. Like I would start getting tired around like when it was like 10 minutes left or like 5-6 minutes left. I would join a little next airman up line to push myself, because I know my mindset, I know my ego, and I don't ego. Let's talk about ego. I know my ego. Gosh, I can't talk. But I know that if I were to join like a group, obviously you're more motivated and you're more pushed because people are like watching you. You're with people. You feel more pressure to keep going. And if I join something, like I don't want to just quit. Like I don't want to seem like the weak link. So I knew that I wouldn't let myself like just jump out of the run, especially when I think about when I was about to start walking and stuff. I would join one of those lines, and that would help me. Now the other lanes, like especially if you're like red belt, yellow belt, you can do those runs too. Apparently there's no rules against it, but sometimes some of the MTIs will like tell you to not do that. Sometimes they would listen, sometimes they wouldn't. But if y'all want to better yourselves and you want to push yourselves, definitely try to do that, even if you're not in the blue belt lane. Like I don't know why they exclude like everyone else to not do it, but definitely see some people do it. And my MTI said it was okay, so some of them did it. Anyways, what's next? Oh, okay. So BMT, you literally work out every day, every single day, every day, except for Sundays. I know that was kind of contradicting. Anyways, and your body needs rest. So sometimes what I would do is, especially before a test, like you have a PT test 3rd week. Well, it's kind of weird. I think it's 3rd week and 6th week. You have one 0 week or 1st week, 3rd week, and then 6th week. So especially before a test, I would kind of go easy because you don't really get a rest day. Sunday is not enough for like being on go mode 24 hours out the day. Not 24 hours, but like literally from the minute you wake up to the minute you are in the bed, you're literally on go mode. Your body gets tired. And even though you're working out every day and you're in shape, if your muscles don't rest and they have time to heal, you won't perform how you really can, and you won't perform how you need to. And you won't perform to the level that your body is at because your muscles are tired. So know when you need a rest. Don't be trying to rest. Be like, oh, I'm gonna get a rest day because you want to be lazy. But know your body, push your body. Especially when a test is coming up, I would start doing like I would go like a little easier on PT. I would kind of BS it a little bit. Not gonna lie. Just because I know my body, and I was getting like really tired. Like I would get burnt out fast because my body wasn't getting enough rest. So sorry, it's raining now. Anyways, so it's okay to like have like a little mental rest day because they can't really tell you that like, hey, I know you usually do better than this. They may say something and may notice you, but they can't force you to really do much after that. So make sure if you know your body needs rest, take a rest day. Don't literally not do the workout. You obviously can't do that, but just go easier that day. Sometimes you have like, I think they're called tools or something. Like your MTI can give you, I think, up to 3 a day where they make you do 3x1s. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that too. Anyways, she was talking about drill movements. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. And you made me lose my train of thought. Anyways, yeah, just rest when you need to. Oh yeah, I was talking about 3x1s, which is basically your max divided by 3, and you just do. How does that make sense? I don't know. Yeah, I really forgot. I can't remember. But they make you do just like, they'll make you do push-ups, or they can make you do squats or sit-ups or whatever. And you do 3 sets of a third of your max, I think it is. I think that's what it is. So sometimes like those are excessive too. So I would kind of just like halfway do those whenever I needed to. But anyways, practice marching. Yeah, so see, practice marching was next. So I had a really good recruiter, and he actually showed us some drill movements before we went out to BMT. And I'm honestly like a naturally coordinated person. Like really, I'm just coordinated. So I can't even say that that really helps, because I can't, like, stuff like that just comes naturally to me. But I mean, if y'all want me to do a video on that, I can show y'all, because especially if you like know that you're really not coordinated, or you kind of have problems like moving your body, or like just stuff like that, you should definitely practice. Although a lot of the time we'll have to be in BMT, because you do have, no, they do give you more than enough time. Yeah, they give you all the tools you need to succeed in BMT, like literally. So don't worry too much about really anything. The only thing that I worry about is, but like, there's really no, y'all, there's no excuse. There's really no excuse. Just do what you're supposed to do. Anyways, yeah, definitely practice drill movements and stuff. But definitely my recruiter, y'all can actually ask y'all recruiters. I don't know how y'all recruiters are, but I had a really good recruiter, so he automatically did it. But if y'all want, y'all can even ask your recruiters to show you some basic drill movements to do and practice before you go. When I say, I literally probably had a combination of like 10 minutes, like not even 10 minutes altogether, like 10 minutes collectively spread out while I was in the DEP program of practicing drill movements. And that made a difference. Like literally, just because when you're in BMT and they're trying to teach you new stuff, you kind of like already know what they're talking about. And you also have a lot of stuff going on. So it's not as simple to like just catch on to stuff when they're teaching you. So having a background knowledge of certain drill movements and just already knowing how to do something while they're teaching it does help. You can also study the rank structure and the insignias for each rank. So, and like pay grade and stuff like that. Y'all can easily look that up, because that's like a big part. Is this loading? It says it's loading. Okay, there you go. Anyways, like the first 3 weeks of, is it 3 weeks or 2 weeks? I think it's 2 weeks. And by 2 weeks, I don't know if I mean week 2 of training or week 1, like 0 week and week 1, but they kind of like cram. Like it was stressful. That part was stressful because they just give you a piece of paper and just tell you to remember it. So definitely take, like, anytime you're just standing around not doing anything, take out your piece of paper. It's called what do they call it? Memory work. And just practice that and study that. But if you want, which will help you, if you want, you can study the rank insignias and rank structure of the Air Force. Make sure it's Air Force before you go there. It's on Google. It's easy. Then, the Airman's Creed also. So some people already knew the Airman's Creed before. People tell you to learn the Airman's Creed before you go to BMT. And I know that people told me to do that, but I was just too lazy, so I didn't. And I ended up learning it. It took me a little minute. And you kind of feel stupid because they make you say it every morning, and they make you scream it like with the entire squadron, the entire squadron. Either you'll do it in your uniform, just like under the squadron, or you'll do it at PT, before PT. if you're summer scheduled. But yeah, you kind of feel stupid if you don't really know it, because just like this Nation's Call, Fly Fight and Win, like you don't really know. So if you want to learn that, you want to be extra prepared, and you're like one of those like nervous people, like overly nervous people, y'all should. That's another tip. Yeah. Anyways, reporting statement. I've mentioned this in one of my other videos too. Reporting statement. Sus. Bro. Whoever. Reporting statement. My recruiter, it's crazy because I noticed that a lot of things my recruiter did that really helped me out that other recruiters didn't do, because when I got there, people were struggling. Sus. Your reporting statement. I've already expressed this heavily in one of my other videos, I remember. But literally, my reporting statement was sir or ma'am. Please don't get it mixed up. Please don't call a ma'am sir. Don't call a sir ma'am. Sir Trainee Griffin, because that's my last name. Wow, now y'all know my government name. Anyways, Sir Trainee Griffin reports as ordered. And they'll be like, what? And be like, and then you'll just say what you have to say. Do not talk to anybody before you say that. Don't look at them. Don't just say that. Just say that first before you say anything. Practice that. Practice and memorize that, because it sounds very simple. It sounds very simple. Sir Trainee Griffin reports as ordered. 6 words. 6 words. But when you don't know it at BMT and they're so intimidating and you scared of them and you nervous and you think about this and you think about that and you don't even know, you already scared to ask the question that you want to ask. People were stuttering. They couldn't remember the 6 words. They didn't know what to say. They didn't know. Just memorize it, because when you're under pressure or something you already know, like you can't forget it. Anyways, wow, I'm really giving a lot of tips. Wow. Anyways, Airman's Career Reporting Statement. My next point, which is not even a tip, and it's really about the studying. So you have a lot of classes in BMT. I don't know if y'all know what type of learner you are. I don't know what type of learner I am. Like, I've yet to figure this out. But so basically the way they teach you is they give you a big book called the BMTSG. Yeah, BMTSG. And you go to class, and there's some classes, I don't know how it is for Corona now, because I know when I was leaving, they canceled like a bunch of classes. They canceled a bunch. Some of the classes they are teaching you just for your own knowledge, but they will not be on the EOC. The EOC is the end test at the end of BMT. So some of the classes, and they'll let you know. They'll let you know. Some classes are just mandatory. Some classes will be on the EOC, and some classes they teach you, but they aren't going to be on the EOC. But they let you know, like, before you even start the class, if it'll be on the EOC or not. Okay? Listen, because it's important information, but I just wouldn't even worry about it, because, and I didn't have to take the EOC because of COVID. That's like a whole nother story. But I don't know if the way they teach y'all is they just read out the book. And some of the instructors are like really good. Like, they're really good instructors. They engage with the class. They ask you questions. They tell you stories, and that's really helpful. But as far as like the content that you're supposed to be obtaining or retaining, both, I guess, I don't know if y'all know how to, like, if y'all know how y'all learn, but I'm gonna just let you know how they teach you. I don't know if you want to just not listen to them at all and read it on your own while you're in class. I don't know if you just want to listen to the person talk and then go back and read and highlight whatever you want. Or I don't know if you can multitask and you can listen to them talk and you can also read while they're saying. I think that would be a good idea, reading while they're talking, so that you can actively be listening and trying to like make sense of what they're saying. And I don't know, I really don't think highlighting does anything. I don't know. So there's not a tip. I'm just letting y'all know that that's how they teach. And if you could think of a way of how you would be able to, because it's a lot of information, if you would be able to, I don't know, learn and retain the information, that's how they teach you. So those are your resources. Anyways. Oh, this is a tip for going into the shower, and I actually got this from Kyle Gotts, but just in case people don't know what it is, I forgot what he calls it. I forgot what he called it, but a tip I used to do was when I get in the shower, you take all your clothes off, and I would get the loofah, and I would put my soap on my loofah before I even go in the shower, so I don't even have to bring my soap thing, my body wash. I don't have to bring my body wash into the shower at all. So literally, I would just have my towel and my loofah. Yeah, that's all I would have. It's just way easier when you don't have to bring a whole bunch of stuff to the shower because they have shelves in there, but it's just so much work. And those seconds matter. Trust me, those seconds matter because when you get in the shower, all you have to do is just wash your body, rinse off, get out, get your towel, dry off. You don't have to grab stuff when you're done or open the cap. Trust me, those seconds matter. Anyways, also in the mornings, that's what I would do. I would put my I got this from Kyle Got too. I will put my toothpaste on my toothbrush and just leave my like it didn't even leave my drawer. So, oh, when you sleep, I don't know because sometimes our MTIs didn't tell us that we can do this. Make sure you ask your MTI before you do this because some don't let you. Going in the winter. No, wait, which one? Yeah, if you're going, because I did both. I had a winter schedule and a summer schedule. We switched to summer, like maybe 2 weeks in. But if you're going during the winter time, oh my God, somebody likes my video. How nice. Anyways, if you're going in the winter time, so you sleep in PT gear, the shorts, shirt, socks. But some MTIs will let you, because if you're in the winter schedule, you have to get up and literally be ready in this uniform. Boots, long socks, this, trousers, belt, cuffs, ready to go. And if you're in the winter, you got to put on your ECWW jacket. You got to put on your hat. Sometimes you got to put on your gloves. Like, you literally have to fall out and be on the wall in 10 minutes. This uniform is a lot. And you want to brush your teeth. Oh my God, I got a story about that. Okay, anyways. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes I'll have time to brush so basically, I brush my teeth every day before I get the wrong idea. But basically, all you have to do is you literally put on this whole uniform, get ready for the day, go downstairs. Your hair too, for girls, like you gotta do your hair. Go downstairs, you say the Airman's Creed, and what else do you say? Oh, the Air Force song. You sing the Air Force song, the first verse of the Air Force song, Airman's Creed. Then right after that, you go back upstairs. So if you want, sometimes I would go back upstairs and brush my teeth, like if I didn't have time, because you're coming right back, and then you like make up your dorm, make your bed and stuff. So what was my point? Oh my gosh, I just went so far off on a tangent. So basically, modified PT is because you sleep in PT gear. If you want, you can sleep in this shirt with your PT shorts and sleep in your green socks instead of your white socks. That saves a lot of time. So ask your MTI if you're on winter schedule, because they didn't let us know. They just want us to figure it out. They were just like, oh, y'all didn't know y'all supposed to, like, y'all didn't know that y'all could do that. We were just like, no, like, how are we gonna think of that? So modified PT gear if you're on winter schedule. That'll give you a lot of time in the morning. Anyways, okay, so my next topic is tech school, but I'm gonna answer some of y'all BMT questions before I change the subject. Okay, so I actually came on my menstrual cycle like, I want to say like the third day. The third day, y'all. And I was not prepared. So like I remember we were doing something, like I felt it coming. Sorry, this might be TMI for some people. But like I felt, you know when you feel it come. But we were like doing something, like she was in the middle of a lesson and I was so scared to go to the bathroom. I was scared to like go to the bathroom. That was horrible. I'm not gonna say too much after that, but like it's really not that bad. Like it's fine because they can't deny you to go to the bathroom. They literally have to let you go to the bathroom. You're on a hydration schedule. You literally have to pee every 30 minutes. So they know that if you're following it. So they have to let you go to the bathroom. What did she say? It seems like it will be difficult. It's not. Unless you have like really bad, like because I know some people get like really, really sick, really sick. That might suck, but honestly, I'm not really a good example though, because mine only comes every other month, so I only had like 2 times of BMT, but like nobody else complained about it. I'm talking. Girl, stop stressing. Oh my gosh. Wait, where's he at? Where's he at? You say he's active duty. Like literally what I did, like before I left, I literally didn't like I just didn't let myself be nervous, because you're literally gonna be nervous up until the point. When are you going to, or when are you trying to go? When are you trying to get in? Anyways, you're literally gonna be nervous up until the point that you go. And then you're gonna be nervous there until you realize that you got it. So don't even waste all the time before to be nervous. Like literally, I was just like, I'm gonna figure it out when I get there. I did all I could. I really didn't do all I could. Like I bought a lot of stuff for my bag, which ended up not being necessary. But as far as like my main concern was PT. Everything else, like you're just gonna learn there. Like literally what he said, you just learn there. Anyways, oh. Yeah, literally, and these videos help. Like a lot of watching a lot of YouTubers helped me, because I literally waited. I decided I was going to the Air Force like the beginning of like second semester, and I didn't go to a recruiter until like watching videos on YouTube. But anyways, it says my connection is unstable. Where's my phone? Oh, okay. The connection came back. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to tech school, because a lot of people. I went to tech school at an Army base. Fort Leonard Wood is in Missouri, and a lot of people wanted to know how that was, and I didn't have a lot of information. Because you're still on the base and you're still like in a training environment because you're in tech school. But I just really couldn't think of a lot of stuff yesterday, but I did think of some stuff today. So some differences is I had to learn. So when I go to when I went to school, like I had Army instructors and Air Force instructors. And do you have other instructors? I didn't see any Navy or Marine. I did have a Marine instructor at one point, because you have like multiple instructors. So there was always like an Air Force, at least one Air Force instructor. So that's like the difference. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to explain to y'all what it was like, because I did not go to a regular Air Force base for tech school. Sorry. There we go. So I don't know what the difference is, because that's all I know. I just only know what I've seen on people's Snapchat stories. So, wow, I left my list over there. Hold on. Sorry, this is a little ghetto. Dang, I'm showing y'all my whole room. Anyways, okay. So something that was different that I'm sure other people didn't have to do is I had to learn like the Army insignias, because you just have to be aware of your surroundings. So I had to learn that, because in the Army they like to be called by their entire rank. It's really annoying. In the Air Force, we say yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. In the Army, they say yes drill sergeant, no drill sergeant. If you say sir or ma'am, you are referring to an officer in the Army. So, and they don't like that. They do not like that. Sometimes if you slip up and say yes sir, like they know you're in the Air Force, and that's what we say. But you have to get used to saying yes drill sergeant, no drill sergeant, or not even drill sergeant. It's just sergeant. I don't know if drill sergeant is like general or drill sergeant is only for BMT, but you have to say yes sergeant, no sergeant. Well, this is 34 minutes. 34 minutes is a lot. Anyways, so I had to become familiar with the rank insignias for the Army, because they're different. I had to get used to saying yes sergeant instead of yes sir or yes ma'am. Oh, and then at Fort Leonard Wood, we had a a giant Air Force patch. I think it was on this side. We had a giant Air Force patch, and in tech school we don't have anything. What is this? This is the this is Matchcom. Anyways, in tech school you don't have anything. You don't have anything right here. So, but at Fort Leonard Wood we had to get giant Air Force patches because now that we moved to OCP uniforms, which is the same as the Army, the only difference is they have black letters and they have a colorful flag. Like their flag is the regular colors. That's literally the only difference. And then they had at Fort Leonard Wood they had U.S. Army right here. But the reason they had to get the big Air Force patches is because the Army drill sergeants kept yelling at the Air Force people, and we kept getting in trouble, especially like their ECWW jacket. We wear it differently. We have to zip ours all the way up. The Army, they don't zip theirs up. So sometimes when they would see us doing that, they yelling at us, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like doing a lot. So we had to get those patches, or they had to get those patches. That transition was already made by the time I got there. But they had to get those patches for that reason. I was about to say something else. Oh, also the Army. So yeah, the Army keeps their drill sergeants from BMT. I don't know if it's the same drill sergeants, but they still are supervised in tech school. So that's the difference too. You kind of notice the difference when you're at a base, joint base. Actually, I don't know if it's a joint base, but different branch on another base. Anyways, okay, so this is an assumption. I don't know if this is actually true, but obviously, since we're guests on the Army base or anywhere, a lot of the things, my thoughts are going crazy right now. My thoughts are going crazy. Anyways, okay, yeah, more supervision. Okay, so there's not as many Air Force members on the base. Obviously, it's an Army base. There's 4 AFSCs, which is just like the job codes that go to Fort Leonard Wood for tech school, which is EA, Engineering Apprentice, which is me. We got the Dirt Boys, which is Pavement and Equipment. We got GT, which is Ground Trans, and EM, which is Emergency Management. So if you get any of those jobs, you will be at Fort Leonard Wood for tech school. Congratulations. But anyways, it's only us there. There's about like 500 of us at a regular Air Force base. I don't know how many there is, but there's definitely a bunch more. So one might say that we have more supervision just because there's less, but I didn't feel too heavily like overly supervised. It's just easier for people to get caught doing stuff, or it's easier for like someone to learn you and learn your face and stuff like that. How many MTLs were there? There was like, I want to say like 7 MTLs. I don't know if I'm making that up, but I don't feel like it was more supervision. I don't feel like it was more strict. However, we did have to follow. I got 6 people in here. What? Anyways, hey y'all. We did have to follow some of like Army rules because we were under Army command for certain things, but the Air Force does have their own set of rules, especially the Marine. Okay, so obviously I forgot to tell y'all this, but there's a lot of Marines at Fort Leonard Wood too. There's a lot of Marines, and the Marines, they have to do like a 24-hour like duty shift, and they literally just walk around patrolling. When I say 24 hours, I mean 24-hour shift. I think they get 2 hours out that shift to choose to do whatever they want. Oh, y'all, somebody. Oh, that was scary. Somebody. I'm at the window. Somebody just walked past. Sorry, it's being nosy, but somebody just walked past. They didn't see me, but like, dang, that was. Anyways, sorry, y'all. My mind just be. It's hot. I forgot what my point was, but if you go to Fort Leonard Wood, everybody has different set of rules. Everybody has a different set of rules. Hey, girl, don't let don't let them try to tell you what you can and can't do. You know what you can or can't do. Okay, so if they try to tell you that you can't do something and you know you can do it, all you gotta do is be like, I'm Air Force, and they're gonna leave you alone because they know what's up. They know what's up. Some of them are okay, they'll leave you alone or whatever. But like Air Force, there's like 3 phases at Fort Leonard Wood. There's 3 phases. The third phase, it takes you, I think, sorry, this is going like in and out. But I think it takes you like a month to get to, or maybe a month, and you don't have a curfew. But all the other branches have curfews. So, except for the 24-hour duty Marine people, and they'll try to tell you like, "Hey, what are you doing else?" Like this one time, somebody stopped me. The Marines stopped me, the duty Marines, and they were like, "Hey, what are you doing out so late?" And I was like, "Walking," because literally I used to go on walks, and they would be like, I forgot. I think they asked me what branch I was, and I was like Air Force, and they was like, oh, "Okay." But yeah, anyways, that doesn't matter. Okay, yeah. Another thing that was different for going to an Army base for tech school was that I had classes with all the branches. Now for Fort Leonard Wood, EAs are the only people that have classes with other branches. I don't know. It's really weird that you go on an Army base as an Air Force, as an airman, but you don't interact or have class with any other branches. Like you could have just put me on the Air Force base. Anyways, I'm sure they have their reasons. But EAs, we have 3 courses. The first one is 21 days. That one you have class with all the branches. And y'all just be prepared. They be hating on us. They be hating. They be in their feelings. It's just funny though. It's not like serious. Nothing is serious, but it's just like a little joke. You know, everybody got their little jokes for each branch, and it's just like basically nonstop stereotypical jokes for each branch. The second course is 30 days. I want to say. Wow, how did I forget already? Anyways, I think it's 30 days or 31 days. And that one you only have it with the Marines. We have 4 Marines in our class, so we got pretty close with them. Like when we were barbecuing on the weekend, like they was there. Like those, we got close with them. Those are our friends for real. And then the last course is 15 days, and that's Air Force specific. So it was just Air Force. But anyways, somebody else said something. What made you choose Air Force over the Army? Sorry, I should have been rereading these questions because I hate sometimes when I watch a live and somebody be like answering a question, but they didn't read it. Anyways, what made you choose Air Force over the Army? To be completely honest with you, I didn't research any other branches. I just always heard good things about the Air Force. I heard that they live the best and they're a little bougie. But so yeah, I don't have a reason for you. When I decided to go to the Air Force, somebody told me when I decided to go to the military, somebody told me Air Force, and I was just like, okay, like, and I just went with that and I got in. But the reason that the Air Force lives, this is what I think. The reason that the Air Force sometimes lives better is because it's harder to get into the Air Force. There's like less waivers, there's less exceptions. I don't know for the ASVAB if we have like higher what's it called, higher scores required for the ASVAB, like just on a basis level. But since there's less people in the Air Force, you can spend like we have rooms, like other branches, I think they still have roommates sometimes, like even in Operational Air Force. It's like when you have less people and you have like the same budget, you could do more for the people versus if there was more people and you got to spread the money out between all those people, if that makes sense. Anyways, somebody said, hey girl. Anyways, I'm so excited to join, but sort of nervous too. I wish they still had the different uniform, and wow, I did the same thing with making my decision. Yeah, I can't even tell you, I literally was at college and this dude, we were talking about how he hated it. We were talking about how he hated school, and we was like, I'm just going to join the military. And this guy next to us was like, he heard us talking. He kind of like inserted himself in the conversation. And he was actually a Marine. And he had literally just got out like a couple weeks before. And he told us all of his experiences. And he was an advocate for the military. And then when we told him Air Force, he was like, yeah, like Air Force, like, yeah, like Air Force is definitely the branch to go. They won't say that when they're in. They'll hate on you while they're in. But when they get out, and half of them, they tried to get in the Air Force, but they couldn't get in. So now they hate it. Anyways, so he convinced me. I was like, oh my God, you're so right. That's a good idea. And then I texted my parents and I was like, yeah, I'm joining the military. And I stopped going to classes. Anyways, okay, nobody else is saying anything, and I ran out of things to say. So if you guys have any more questions, let me know before I get off of here and it gets awkward. Oh, but let me tell y'all. So, obviously I'm in Guam right now. I don't know if y'all want to see. Oof, there. That's what it looks like outside my window. But I really like this live thing. I need to like hurry up in this because this is about to be an hour. But I feel like this is like immediate feedback, and I'm really feeling it. So, what was I about to say? What was I about to say? I completely forgot what I was about to say. Anyways, the reason I haven't been posting is because I already told y'all, but my phone, I don't have a camera right now. I'm working on that. But my phone doesn't have, for some reason, nothing will export to my laptop. It won't export to my laptop. It won't export to iCloud. It won't export to Google Photos. So everything is just stuck there. And I don't have enough storage on my phone to save an entire video and export it to YouTube. So that is the reason. I even recorded, I went to Kmart the other day. Never been to Kmart before. It was amazing. I recorded a little video for y'all. Can't export that. And I bought like a whole bunch of snacks to just taste because they have a lot of Asian snacks here. And I just bought a whole bunch of it's not that I don't have iCloud space. Dang. It's not that I don't have iCloud space. It's like my stuff won't go onto iCloud. Like when I go on my iCloud, it's everything is not there. Like I have like some of my stuff there, but it's all like 2018, 2019 stuff. Like my new stuff won't upload to iCloud. Yeah. But I forgot what I was saying before. But anyways, hey, Jonathan. I'm actually about to get off, I think, if people stop asking questions. But how is shipping stuff there? It just took it with you on the airplane. Wait, what? What took it with? Wait, it just took it with you on the airplanes. On the airplane. I don't know what you mean by the second part, but sorry, I'm trying to read all these comments at once. How's your shipping stuff there? I don't know if y'all know this, but the Air Force will pay anytime you move in PCS to a new area. The Air Force will pay for you to move all of your stuff to wherever you're at. So I have to set up, I have yet to set this up, and I've been here for like a month and a half, but excuse me, I can set up for them, for movers to literally come at my house, pack everything up for me. They put it on a boat and ship it here. As far as like regular stuff, apparently if you put, I can still put that I'm in the United States, and because I have a United States like base address, I can still like ship stuff. Some places don't ship here. Some places don't ship here. The post office loses stuff sometimes. They actually lost one of my items. They didn't lose it, but they like resent it back to the sender. And I bought it off of eBay, and you know that's sketchy. So I don't even know if I'm gonna get my money back because they forgot to change the person's name on the box. But apparently they do stuff like that all the time. This one company, I literally ordered something, confirmed order, said it was like they confirmed my order, they trying to get it together, trying to ship it and everything. All of a sudden it's talking about they don't order here. Why'd you let me get that far? You literally gave me a tracking number. Now you want to say you don't deliver here. You should have knew that. You should have knew that before. But anyways, I haven't tried to. So apparently, if you put United States instead of Guam, and you put your it's called an APO address or something like that, or PPO for like, I think Navy or Army, something, I don't know. Some companies will not charge you extra for shipping if you do that, and obviously it'll take longer, but whatever. I mean, like, somebody sent their stuff here. When the Air Force moves your stuff from wherever to like PCS and they pay for it, it's just called TMO. That's the website is called, I think. It's gonna take like a month. It's been like 2 months. Actually, 2 months. 2 months. 2 months. But yeah, I've already had issues with shipping stuff here, so that's basically that. But I have not tried to put US instead of Guam. Yeah. Also on Amazon, it'll say like, get it tomorrow, 2-day free shipping. As soon as I put in Guam, that disappeared, went away. Did you make any big purchases once you joined the military? No. I'm cheap, so the biggest purchase I've made will probably be a camera, which I have yet to buy because I don't know which one to buy. If y'all have any suggestions for me, tell me which camera to get. I want to get into photography and videography, like film and stuff. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Okay, yeah. So back to my iCloud. Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. I think the reason that it's not uploading to my iCloud is because I do not connect to Wi-Fi. I just have been on a hotspot since I left because, again, I'm cheap and I don't want to buy Wi-Fi. But even when I go on Wi-Fi, it just is so many things that need to be backed up that haven't. So it's just really behind. Yeah, I don't really know what the issue is. But it's so annoying because I would literally record a video, plug it up to my computer, and it won't export to my computer. That doesn't make sense. Like, there's no excuse for that. So it's like not actually on my phone. It's not in the iCloud, but not actually on the phone. That's why I won't export. Like, that's annoying. I don't know what the issue is. I'm good, Jonathan. Thank you. That was a program brainwash response from the military. Okay, yeah. Some people get cars, MacBooks, cameras. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a camera. I'm thinking about a MacBook for real once I finish basic. I have a friend like that. He literally is. If he needs it, he will buy it. He bought like a big. I don't even know how big it is. I think it's like a 50. That doesn't sound right. Maybe it is a 50-inch. He bought like a freaking 50-inch the second day we got here. He bought a freaking brand new laptop when we were in tech school, when he got out of BMT. Oh, but if you do that, make sure you get it from the BX. Yeah, make sure you get it from, sorry, I had to think, I don't know, because anyways, let me stop. Get it from the BX because there's no tax. So, and they do sell MacBooks. They have like a whole electronic part and BXs. Get it from there. No tax. Or did you just take it with you on the airplane? Are you talking about a laptop? Let me see what she said earlier. How was your shipping? Oh yeah. So I told you. I actually I had so much stuff because I thought I could be a minimalist in tech school, but I couldn't. And I kept telling my mom to send me boxes of my clothes because I needed them. So when it was time for me to leave, I had so much stuff. So I shipped like 2 big boxes back home, which that wasn't a good idea. If you can get your address before you ship out to BMT. No, that wasn't right. If you can get your address, this is what an unedited video looks like, guys. If you can get your address before you PCS, like if you can get your address, like while you're in tech school, you can get your address, ask your sponsor, because you'll get a sponsor before you go there. Ask your sponsor, or you can get your sponsor's address. If you ship your stuff to where you're PCSing to, like where your orders say you are going, they'll reimburse you, but save the receipts. Sorry, I be smacking on my gums, so thinking about packing all my stuff up before. Yes, girl, we think the same. Anyways, I packed up. My mom was already moving stuff anyways, but I was already gonna do this. I packed up all my stuff and I organized it in like certain boxes. So I did like summer, like popular summer clothes, popular winter clothes, not so popular. Like I was real thorough for no reason. That it didn't make a difference because I still had to go on FaceTime with them and like look through all my stuff for like tech school. I had to figure out like which stuff to bring because I wasn't trying to send like full boxes, even though I ended up doing that anyways. But I organized all my stuff so that when I would tell people to send stuff to me, it would be easier for them to like find, and like I knew what was in each thing and I knew where to find whatever, if that makes sense. But or like even here, since I'm in Guam, it doesn't make sense to bring any of my winter clothes. So since I separated summer and winter, they can just easily just not send those boxes. I have the camera. Okay, I'm gonna look into that camera. I'm looking into the camera. I don't even know what questions to ask you because I know nothing. I'm learning. I was just watching videos now, but okay, I'm gonna look into that. And I'm also buying, because a lot of people are selling cameras. A lot of people are selling cameras, so I'm gonna just buy a camera off somebody because that name actually sounds familiar. What do you use it for though? Okay. What do you use the Canon EOS Rebel for though? Like, do you just do photography or do you have your own YouTube channel? This is gonna be my last question, unless y'all have anything else to say. This video is literally an hour. Wow. I'm gonna wait for her to respond. But yeah, also the island is on lockdown. So I haven't been able to do anything. Literally, people keep asking me like, how's Guam? How have you been enjoying Guam? Welcome to Guam. How do you like it? And I'm just like, I don't know, sir. I see what's outside my window. I go to work and I come back. I go work out at the track, and I've been off base like 2 times. But literally everything's closed. I haven't even been to the beach yet. I bought like 3 swimsuits before I came here. I was thirsty. For what? Just for them to lock it down. Just for them to lock it down. But yeah, that's all I have to say, y'all. So I'm gonna end this. If y'all don't have any other questions, my voice is already going hoarse from talking so much. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this little live. If y'all like this and y'all want me to go live more, let me know, because I like this. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, y'all have, what time is it? It's probably like night for y'all. Y'all have like a blessed night, okay? And enjoy your nights and be great, okay? I'm going